Interesting how these birds will flock to here when we aren't there, and they'll just land there again when we aren't there. Just fly down immediately. He's got some birds himself. Does he have anything behind his house? No. Interesting that he's living out here on his own.
Magical danger.
Someone tells me that for our Harpy contract, we'll need to go down there. Shoot this rock. No. We hit it? No. Good. So all the Harpies now just flying up from down there. What if we go in and just talk to Elthon? Of course we can't do that because... because we're in combat. We have a finisher. The original keybind for this is X, where I changed to P. That is, for mysterious reasons, more comfortable for me. So let's try it out again. I'm sure that just killed one. So be it. But now I know that I did indeed, before starting playing at all, I did indeed rebind stuff to be, comfortable, so that I wouldn't need to remove my hand from, where I have it placed. And usually, if you play on a normal keyboard, you would have X really close by your thumb. But for me, P is next to my thumb too, so
I've got your feathers.
Wonderful! Excellent quality, just what I needed. I'll pay for each and every one. If you're in need of coin, just bring me more.
I suppose I've had to work harder for coin in the past. All right, I'll keep it in mind.
Excellent! I await your return.
So how many do you want? 60 Harpy feathers. Holy hell. How many do we have? 13. So if we end up getting 60, we will do it. So also, but Sheila de Tansil then hired the mercenaries to kill Letho. I wonder what her, what she stands to gain from that. Because by all means, she was around Flotsam, ragged her room, something like that did, but he hasn't really wronged her. So I wonder what that's all about. We can't chat with her about it though, because she's far away from us. Other side of the magical mist. And if we enter that, we will certainly die. So we're not going to do that. Flap, 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 flap. I've got plenty of stuff to sell now again, only junk and Harpy trophies. Grabbing the sword to roll a bit. And the day is soon approaching, so that is always nice, because then we can actually fight people relatively easily. So this is where all the Eternians are enclaved, the human enclave. Swine and leather. Can't sell to anyone that though. Meow to you too. Well, weird. And let us use the mysterious merchant to sell. Shop Geralt. And there's us. Harpy trophy, Harpy trophy, Harpy trophy. We got nothing else. We could buy the armor of Bernard, which is really great. But I am going to refrain from that because this guy is a DLC merchant. Or pre-order merchant. And I think that if we can do stuff without buying from him, then we can have fun. Because he's technically... the game's not really actually balanced around you using him, so... of course it kinda is, because resource management, whatever. Knock knock. You still nabbing?
You wanted to discuss something?
Let's mention Sheila the Tansible.
Your friend Sheila is conniving with Henselt.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people who killed Foltest. We don't want him as sovereign of the Pontar Valley, but we also don't need Kedwin to descend into civil war.
We. The Lodge of Sorceresses. And we can't really trust anything she's saying about that, whether that's true motives or just a side effect, because we know that Sheila de Tanseville was hunting the Karen to get materials to make a... what do we call it? Not a fertility potion, but an anti-impotence potion. Because Hensel's having trouble producing an
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
2 of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Jorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the Elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
We should not trust her, but at the same time, she might actually be able to help us by telling us something because she views us as a rightful dummy that we / Geralt are. The thing worth noting here is the introductory cutscene with Letho killing Demoven was not in the base game. It was added with the enhanced edition. So, originally, Serid and Orcs, his companions, they most likely were the ones who killed Demoven. Maybe Geralt's just theorizing and he doesn't know the full picture. But I guess we won't know unless we ask him himself, or ask them. That's just to mention that Sheila ordered Letho just killed, because then we also play a dummy a bit, and well, Geralt can be, intelligent, but withholding information just from someone who might be able to help us from the point of view of their own best interest, that might still help us, so.
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Why?
The Dragonslayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
I don't like people like Stennis. True, but this up here is more pretentious and more Geralt, so...
Dogs growl at cats, cats hiss at the dogs. A noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
And we got a level up. So let's check on that. Huh. So why did we fail that quest? There is still the misery of the killings as Yorveth led a Scoia'tael away from Bergen, unable to speak with either Elias or Yorveth. Geralt shrugged and moved on to other matters. Thus we must add spoiling the plot of a detective story to the list of Yorveth's many crimes. There could have been some warning that progressing the main story here would cause that to happen, but again, sometimes this just happens. So, it's kind of realistic, and it's not an all that interesting quest either, if I recall correctly. Plus, Geralt's a dummy. And evidently so am I. Well, let's level up. For more adrenaline generated through sword blows. I think we want that because then we can start just going ham on people and cutting them up.
You're stupid. She just fell unconscious.
That also means then that Yorveth is unavailable to talk to.
Commoners claim it's our prince is doing.
Such judgment is
Serfs
above
and lords will never...
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
Nobody to keep things peaceful.
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to contain the mob, but they're badly outnumbered.
The plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home. As peasants do.
That would be foolish. They're not serfs anymore. The days of them humbly sowing and reaping are gone.
Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Scalen Burden. I keep order in Bergen.
Are doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorveth!
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Elthon poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off! We need to act quickly.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Roll it down, you surly dog!
Not much time. Where was the
Greetings, Gwynblade.
person? But let's go through everything with Yorvath because, well, we kind of need to know his angle, so.
Anything new about Letho?
No, but I wager he's somewhere on the other side of the fog. I can feel it.
Well, he felt correctly.
You haven't had a chance to explain yourself. Your alliance with Letho. This is a good time.
I suppose I owe it to you, Geralt. I don't know who they are exactly, nor who they're working for. I met Letho 2 months ago. He had escaped his pursuers in Edirn, found me and suggested we trade services. Our scouts and forest hideaways in exchange for the heads of Foltest and Henselt. A good offer to begin with that only became better when we revealed only part of our secrets. It then turned out that Letho was not alone. Serret and orcs were meant to kill Henselt. My warriors were to help them. As you know, this never came to pass.
Okay, so Letho did indeed kill Demavend, and Serret and orcs are/were to kill Henselt, and they're now without the Scoia'tael to aid them. And Henselt is deadlocked in a camp full of soldiers. I can't pinpoint whether that screaming is in the game or outside in the real world. Doesn't matter. If it's the real world, my neighbors are just mistreating their children. I think it must be the real world and someone just left their child out to dry. Whatever. Let's keep asking Yorvath about his stuff.
Tell me about this Dwan for whom the Scoia'tael are ready to do battle.
Saskia. She's no Dwan. Certainly not like the others. You've seen her. I doubt I need to explain.
She's fighting for a Pontar Valley for dwarves, elves, and humans alike. I thought you despised humans.
I may only be a warrior, but I'm no fool. This is the best we can hope for now, and it's better than the Valley of Flowers.
He is kind of right about that. So,
Have you ever been to the Valley of Flowers?
Dulblathanna is nothing more than a vassal state of the Nilfgaardian Emperor. They call it the land of free elves, but the Scoia'tael are not welcome. It's another in a string of painful lessons. But a free Pontar Valley could change that. It's been 5 years since the kingdom was established in Dulblathanna. Over 2,000 elves have settled there. Do you know how many children they've produced? 12 or so. It's no longer the Valley of Flowers. It's the Valley of Sterile Elders.
I'd love to see you tell Francesca that.
let's keep going up the list.
Roach could be on the other side of the fog.
In that case, I'll finally get him. I came close in Flotsam.
Are units like the Blue Stripes common?
The Blue Stripes are uncommon, let me assure you. Efficient, ruthless, and well-led, they're your version of the Scoia'tael. But you're right, there are other units. Each kingdom has a few of them, smaller or larger. They were a reaction to our operations behind the lines during the wars with Nilfgaard. These units recruit only those who have nothing left to lose. They're persuaded it's all for a greater good and are spoon-fed dreams of revenge for the death of their loved ones. They gradually lose any vestige of humanity, kill when ordered to without hesitation. Of course, the same happens to regular soldiers, only these special units actually enjoy hunting elves.
So both are true. Geralt being Geralt would definitely go more for this one.
You're a lot alike, your Scoia'tael and them. You've turned into the same killing machines.
Said a witcher.
Precisely why I know what I'm talking about. I've been stripped of the capacity to experience pleasure from killing. When they made me, someone knew what they were doing.
I doubt anyone knows these days. But thank you for your harsh words. They say the truth heals.
Many a poison can cure, provided the dose is small enough.
the other one would of course have been more supportive of the Scoia'tael, but Geralt does not actually like the Scoia'tael. When we made our decision to go with them here in our Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings adventure, it was because it would get us closer to Triss and Letho faster and not get us involved in a whole bunch of politics. And now it turns out we are getting involved in politics, but it's politics for an actual good cause and not just a king that we don't really know why he is good, other than he is good because his well-liked subjects say he is. So
Been after him for a while?
Ever since he became leader of the Blue Stripes. During his first mission as commander, he ambushed one of my units, cut it down to the last elf. Surprised me for the first and last time. I've been more cautious since then.
So it's a personal matter. Vengeance. A theme straight out of Dandelion's ballads.
The safety of the Scoia'tael demands his death. Of the commanders first appointed to such units, he's the only one still alive.
I noticed there's no Temerian emblem in your collection.
We should not claim something's done when it is not.
You do realize that a dozen others will replace him when he's gone. Possibly dirtier foes, possibly worse.
Better to have a known enemy, you say? That doesn't apply to Vernon. A more determined demon has never walked upon this earth. The longer he is active, the better he gets. I must put an end to it.
Well, he had his chance, as we saw in the flash sideways, whatever. And he decided to be a smug prig instead. It's your own fault, Yorveth, but no.
What could Philippa want? Why does she care about Vergen being free, independent?
Like all sorceresses, she likes to dabble in politics. Not one of them would hesitate to sacrifice another life if it furthered their goals.
Quite a one-sided opinion. All? None? Life's rather colorful. It's not all black and white.
Shades of grey, I think. I have no illusions about mages. You know the fate which the Queen of the Valley of Flowers reserved for the Alvan youth. Enid Anglina, known also as Francesca Finderbear, another sorceress. In exchange for the creation of an Alvan kingdom in Dol Blathanna, she sent the Scoia'tael to be butchered, while attacking Nilfgaard's foes from the rear. She had a chance to call it off. She could have opposed the Emperor of Nilfgaard and summoned the squirrels to defend the Valley of Flowers.
Why didn't she?
In the name of a higher purpose. It's what the Emperor wanted. That's why we became bandits after the war. That's why elves are dying, our young murdered by the likes of Roach. And that's why I cannot trust Philippa Eilhart.
All pretty reasonable.
I once met another Scoia'tael leader.
Yavin. I knew him. He had beautiful dreams and desperately wanted me to share them. Asked the same of you, I heard.
You know a lot about me.
I try to know as much as I can. About everyone.
I'm a Witcher. I remain neutral. I didn't take his side.
Perhaps that is the correct attitude. Let things run their course. It's worse if we then wonder what could have been had we acted differently.
I try to avoid that. Decisions should be evaluated before they're made, not after.
How is it that we're on the same side today?
Things change. Today I have different goals and different allies.
True. Now we're doing a personal little hunt, and we are not suddenly stuck in the conflict between two extremists, or two extremist groups, rather. Which all then turns out to have been all set up by the big extremist, Jacques Stoldersberg. But,
You think you can repel Henselt's army?
No.
What do you mean, no?
The fortifications and dwarven devices are simply not enough to hold off the Kedwenis. They are just too many.
What do you plan to do?
You'll see. One thing I can promise. I won't break any pledge I've made.
Anything changed?
Not really. The peasants keep hollering. Noblemen stubbornly guard their chieftain.
It's good to see someone's taking care of it.
You're in my way.
right,
Tell you what he lost with her
the
life. Power.
person they hid away.
Princeling likes to scheme. Things look
Say,
bad.
Witcher, come
The
over
peasants
here.
are furious. They finally have a chance to strike back for all the wrongs.
The noblemen won't yield.
They're a cowardly lot.
They know their heads will follow Stennis's.
It's a deadlock, with the prince's guilt still to be proven.
Yarpin says it's someone from Edom. Sheldon, on the other hand, would shave his beard if it's not Hensel's spies.
Why would Sheldon suspect Henselt?
He'd sooner reach an agreement with Stennis than Saskia. Her death would be very convenient.
Zoltan?
I'm wondering how anyone could manage to poison the wine. Saskia's a quick-witted lass. She doesn't let just anyone near. Someone she knew must have done it.
Has Yarpin got any evidence?
No, Yarpin's an old cook and says he's got a feeling. Ploughing soothsayer.
He might be right with those feelings. After all, not just anyone can pass through the Wraith's mist. It has to be someone local.
So it never crossed your mind that Henselt might have sent someone here before those ghosts appeared?
Anyone reached the prince in his chamber?
Not even close. The nobles guard him like a matron does her ward's hiney.
If the rabble slaughters the prince, there'll be no stopping them. They'll start doing things their own nasty way.
That's why the nobles will support the prince even if they believe he's guilty.
I'm sure Stennis' hands are dirtier than a peasant girl's fucked in a barn.
Give us this horsepower!
Get more opinions.
Rolling
You don't
down,
have
you
time.
has a coming, methinks.
Good. Bloody bastard.
Say, Witcher, come over here. Save your threats for your hog-smelling woman.
Where is that, the peasant that the Scoia'tael captured? And that's what I want to know, because the person who's been talking about, oh, someone did it, that's the one we want to get our hands on, I find, because...
Say, Witcher, come over here. Rolling has a coming, methinks. Say,
What do you want?
we of noble birth always had to protect the plebs from their own stupidity. If not for us, the world...
I don't have time to listen to songs praising the nobility. Know anything about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
An order that allows injustice.
If the prince turns out to be involved in this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't understand the principles ruling the world.
Or they do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plow your fields. Farewell.
Save your threats for your hog-smelling woman.
Can we go and just talk with him?
I want to
Not
speak with
Henselt,
the
though.
prince.
Stennis.
You're unique then. Everyone else wants to tear him limb from limb.
We won't let you in.
Only I can help your prince.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Are you mad?
Silence! I'm in command here, and I grant the Witcher leave to enter.
Please, master.
Are you here to kill me, Monster Slayer?
I'm here for your help. You can save Saskia.
Do you hear them? They want my head. They equate the words of some village idiot with mine. I am the heir to the Edirnian throne, the rightful ruler of this land, descendant of Demavend and Verferil.
Prince, if you help me heal Saskia, the people will forget.
If I don't help you, they'll kill me. This is blackmail.
This is a deal.
What do you want?
We need blood for a potion, but we'll also... Again, he'd have an alibi, so we'll go for the top one, because let's get straight to the point. And the most important thing is to lift the poison, lift the something, lift the curse, lift everything. Lift ourselves up. Everything. I don't know anymore.